Hello, Chef Leonard here to share with you the technique of roasting a rôtière. We have here today a beautiful center cut filet mignon. And why do we have filet mignon? Because roasting simply is a dry heat cooking process using a tender cut of meat, unlike braising, which uses tougher pieces of meat and liquid and vegetables. The first thing before we roast is we're going to sear the meat and get it some flavor. So we're going to put our heat at about medium. I got a little oil in the pan. We're now going to put also a little butter. And here we got that butter just starting to bubble, beautiful knob butter. We're going to take our filet mignon, or tenderloin roast, and we're going to put a little more butter in there. And I'm going to season with just a little bit of salt. We're going to get some salt on that. We're going to get a little aromatics. I got some onions, I got a little bit of rosemary, a couple of sage leaves. And this is just to add flavor to the basting. What we're doing here is just searing the meat, giving it some color, giving it some caramelization before the roasting process. So you want medium-high heat because you want to get this nice and golden brown. And what this does is before the roasting process, this will caramelize the meat, give it a crust, help seal in the juices. So what we're doing is we're basting this. You may ask why we're basting this. For example, if we had turkey or chicken, we may not baste it because it has a nice layer of skin and fat that bases the process during the roasting. But with the filet mignon, we don't have any fat, so we're going to sear it in. We're going to give it a nice sear. We're going to baste it a little, have some nice fat to it. And this is going to help seal in all the juices. This is going to really help it when we roast. So we're going to turn it over. You just want to get it golden brown on each side. There you go. The aromatics are not going to be used in the cooking process. There's just flavoring the butter here in the fat. And again, we're going to baste. As you see here, it's just nicely searing. All the meat's starting to turn color. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our roasting pan. And if you notice on the roasting pan, we have a rack. The purpose of the rack is for while it's roasting. We don't want the meat to be in direct contact. What will happen is it'll start steaming. It could start bleeding, so it needs that circulation. We're going to put it in about a 375 oven, a convection oven with air circulating. So we want that air to circulate, the heat to distribute itself so it roasts nice and evenly the tenderloin. And we're almost ready here. We're just going to give it a little more, one more basting of the fat. And again, no stock goes onto the bottom of the pan, no liquids. If you like, during the roasting process, you can baste with some butter. Here we have our beautiful roast meat tenderloin. We're going to put it right in the pan. And it's all ready to roast.